in Jack's ensuite was heard.
Good morning and welcome to Monday the 18th of December. Oh my goodness, we're literally 1 week away from Christmas Day. I'm at work, which is strange for a Monday because normally I only work Wednesdays and Fridays. Although this week it feels like I've been in work just every day because I was in Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, had 1 day off and now I'm back in. And that is because I've swapped my days because it's our work Christmas thing today. First of all, we have something in the afternoon for the volunteers, which is absolutely lovely. I don't normally get to go because it's on a day I don't work, but I've been able to swap it this year, so that's brilliant. And then afterwards we're going to go for a pizza, just the staff team, and do our Secret Santa. So it's all very festive and exciting. I'm looking forward to getting my Secret Santa. I've just stopped at Sainsbury's on my way in because I had a bit of time, and I saw, when I was watching Suzanne over at Green Lampkin Yarn, who's doing her Vlogmas this year, she was talking about some scented candles from Sainsbury's, and I love me a Christmas scented candle, so I thought I'd go and get some, and they do smell absolutely gorgeous. They're Christmas spice from Sainsbury's. Festive, lovely festive packaging. They were on offer for £3, so I've got 18 there, so I shall look forward to burning those later. I'm just going to leave them in the car, so when I come back to the car later it's going to smell all festive which will be nice because I'll probably be giving a colleague a lift to the Christmas thing. Okay, I'm going to go in. I've got my Secret Santa to squirrel away in the giant present bag that is in one of the offices. I need to do that in a secretive way. Today's, so day 17 vlog, you won't know this until you've already seen it, but that's going to definitely be late. I've only got like a couple of little edits to add in, but I just don't have any time to do it until I get back after the meal, and it's probably going to be quite late evening by that time. We'll see how it goes. I've still got to drop my best friend's present round to her. It was her birthday yesterday. I'm now just giving you my to-do list, so I think I'll shut up. Thank you.
Chocolate brownies got sent you with
Hello, I'm in the dark and it's hours later after I last spoke to you. I've had a lovely day. I got lots done, and then we had the volunteers Christmas party and Christmas quiz, which was so much fun, and our team came second. So I'm feeling very Christmas clever. It was all Christmas themed questions. Then we went for our staff dinner and did our Secret Santa, and I got the most lovely gifts, which I shall also show you later when it's not dark. Now there's people getting into their cars all around me. Hang on, I'll do this. Then you're going to see people. Because there's a carol concert kicking out of the church just over there, so it all feels very festive, and I'm full of pizza and Diet Coke. And it's just been lovely. And now I'm going to go meet Dan because he, on a Monday night, takes Phoebe to a extra training session with professional female footballers who run it, and one of whom plays for the Scotland women's team. And it just so happens to be on my way home, and I'm going to be passing just at the time they're there if I stop talking and get a move on. So somebody, whilst I was out at work today, went and got their nails done for Christmas. Are they all different each nail?
No. So this one here is like a French tip. This one's swirly. This one's a snowflake. This one's the French tip. And then this one is swirly.
Did you do it from a picture?
Yeah.
Aww. So pretty. Yeah. I am home. I've just taken my makeup off. It is 10:20. I've only just finished editing the vlog to go up tonight, and I don't have it in me to tell you the things and show you the things that I was going to show you tonight, so I'm going to do it in the morning and edit it in. So I'm going to say goodnight, and when you see me again, I would say I'd be fresh faced, but I probably won't be. But I'll probably be in daylight on the sofa having a little chat with you to finish this vlog. I've had a lovely day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. morning. Well, I promised you fresh faced, but I did warn you that might not be the case. Cheers, cup of tea. It's absolutely chucking it down with rain. And I've just opened my advents for yesterday because I realised this morning that I hadn't opened day 18, so you've just seen the beautiful fresh cut spruce, which matches my nails so beautifully. And then the funny thing about the day 8, this is so spooky. So the day 18 for Christmas Around the World with Green Lumpkin Yarn was the Krampus from Austria, which I've just shown you, and there's a little thing here that explains what it is. So if you pause on the screen where I held it up, but basically it's a half sort of demon type character. Yesterday at our volunteers Christmas thing, we did a quiz of about 30 questions, and one of the questions that we got right, and not from my knowledge but from the other people on my team, was what is the half demon creature that comes to kind of frighten children in Austria? And two of my teammates knew straight away it was the Krampus, and I had never heard of it. So that's the first time I heard of it yesterday, and it also happened to be the same day that the Krampus was in my advent. Isn't that weird? I love it when stuff like that happens. I love coincidences. They're all back at the house opposite, honestly. I hope they have a break for Christmas. I don't want to be looking at vans on Christmas Day. Been a delay on the windows apparently, so they can't finish off the back extension if you're interested. It's going to be fabulous when it's done. So I didn't get a chance yesterday because I was absolutely pooped when I got home, and then I still had to finish editing because obviously I'd been at work all day and evening, so it was a late one. So I thought I'd just finish it off this morning, and I wanted to show you what I got for my Secret Santa. So what we do for our work Secret Santa is we use draw names, and we have a budget of £15 because that means everyone can get something that they really want, and then we can all create a wish list as well, but people go off-piste and put little extras in and so on. So mine, I wish every year for the Almanac by Leoline Dents. I've had this for, oh my goodness, I don't know how many I've got. I think this is my 6th year now. And I get this every year, and every year is a different illustrator and a different theme. This year, the theme is the garden. Last year, or this year, is, 2023, the theme was folk celebrations. And this 2024 is going to be garden. And this is full of things like sunset and sunrise times, which I find really important to me throughout the year. I really follow those, especially in the summer months when I struggle with the days being so long. It's got traditions, it's got gardening tips, it's got things about moon phases, things happening in the night sky, recipes, seasonal events, celebrations throughout the year from all different cultures and religions, and just traditions, and yeah, all kinds of things, and it changes a little bit every year. Actually, what's the of the month this year? So we've had cheese of the month, pudding of the month, bun of the month. I'm trying to remember all the different things. What is it this year? Snack of the month. Oh, I'm there for snacks. I'm getting distracted. So that was my thing that I asked for. And it was wrapped in some of the paper from our museum shop. This ink blot test based on the Rorschach test. But we sell wrapping paper in the shop. So that was really nice to have that wrapped. I think someone's disguising their writing there. I wonder who it is. Trying to work out who my Secret Santa was. It hasn't been revealed, but whoever it was went off piece with the extra little gift and absolutely nailed it, because I am in love with this. Look at that tiny little ceramic pink house that is a candle holder. So it's going to light up all at the windows and at the sides. Oh, and there's a little chimney. Little chimneys for the heat to come out. I'm going to light that later. How gorgeous is that? Oh, thank you, Secret Santa. I'm pretty sure Secret Santa's not watching, but just in case, thank you so much.
Now, there was something else I wanted to share with you as well yesterday that ran out of energy. It was something I put aside from earlier in the month, and it was some books that I've never heard of and that came into my possession in such a sweet way. So I'm just going to grab them and explain. As you know, my eldest daughter, Lilia, is temporary Christmas staff at Waterstones. It's her dream job. She's always wanted to work in a bookshop, particularly Waterstones. And she's loving it, absolutely loving it. And I think it comes to an end at the end of December. But she's really hoping they might need some weekend staff going into the new year. But it's unlikely. I think the staff they really need is in the week. I'm tempted myself because it sounds amazing. Get a little job in a bookshop. Oh, my battery's going. I'll have a gulp of tea and change my battery. Hold on. The battery has been changed. I've had my gulp of tea and I have 4 books that I've been saving to show you. So I think I was saying Lilia works for Waterstones. And after she had been working there for about 4 weeks, she got a big box arrived in the post that she wasn't expecting. And it was full of books for her from Waterstones. So I've got 4 and I think she's got about another 6. So I think there was about 10 or 12 books in there, and they were all from different genres. And the letter said, courtesy of our friends at publisher Penguin Random House, we are delighted for you to receive this fabulous selection of titles drawn from a range of genres. Each is a respected bestseller of its kind. The exciting process of broadening your book knowledge begins here. I mean, isn't that the most fabulous investment in your staff? And just the nicest idea. So she has taken, basically, she had a look through them. I'm not sure how well this process has worked for her, because she took all of the fiction books and she was really excited about them. And some of them are from completely different genres that she's never read before. One of them, in fact, was The Salt Path, which I've read and absolutely loved. And she's really excited about it, which is brilliant, because I don't think she would have picked that up if she was just out shopping. But she's always up for reading any kind of thing. But the ones she kind of rejected were the non-fiction ones, which I thought was a shame. But I think she still associates, she's so close to coming out of sort of secondary school that I think she still associates non-fiction books with just like learning and exams. She will move on from that as she gets older, but she's not at that stage yet. So I benefited from 4 books, which I'm sure she will come back to and read, which is The Invisible Women by Caroline Criado Perez, Empire Land by Satnam Sanghera, Surrounded by Idiots by Thomas Erickson, and A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. So I thought we'd have a quick look at them. Is this A Deadly Education? I wonder if she meant to give this to me, because this sounds like just the kind of thing that she would love. So, A Deadly Education. I thought I'd just show them to you in case this inspired you to have a look. Enter a school of magic unlike any other you have encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays. Friendships are purely strategic and the odds of survival are never equal. Once you're inside, there are only 2 ways out. You graduate or you die. Elle Higgins is uniquely prepared for the school's many dangers. She may be without allies, but she possesses a dark power strong enough to level mountains and wipe out untold millions. Never mind easily destroy the countless monsters that prowl the school. Excuse me. Except she might accidentally kill all the other students too, so Elle is trying her hardest not to use it, that is, unless she has no other choice. That sounds really good, doesn't it? I wonder what age that's for. I wonder if Phoebe might like that. I'm going to look it up. Okay, so it says high fantasy coming of age story, so there's no kind of, it doesn't say like young adult or anything like that, although it sounds a bit like that. But yeah, that sounds amazing. I don't think she meant to give that to me, I think that's for her pile. So next up, we have Invisible Women, Exposing Data Bias in a World Designed for Men by Caroline Criado Perez. Can't see very well, it's so dark this morning. It says, winner of the FT and McKinsey Business Book of the Year. Imagine a world where your phone is too big for your hand. This is a big problem for me. I have really weirdly small hands. And yeah, I really struggle. I've kind of got more used to it. This is smaller than my old phone, strangely, but I've had like all the pop buttons and everything. Anyway, I digress. Your doctor prescribes a drug that is wrong for your body. In a car accident, you are 47% more likely to be seriously injured. If any of this sounds familiar, chances are that you're a woman. From government policy and medical research to technology, workplaces and the media, Invisible Women reveals how in a world largely built for and by men, we are systematically ignoring half the population, often with disastrous consequences. Caroline Criado Perez brings together for the first time an impressive range of case studies, stories and new research from across the world that illustrate the hidden ways in which women are forgotten and the profound impact this has on us all. Doesn't that sound interesting? This is not something I would ever have picked up in a bookshop, but because it's come into my hands, I am really looking forward to having a look at this. Or I may find the audio version if there is one, and dual eyeball, earball, no, not eyeball, earball. What does Gaynor call it on our WhatsApp? Eyeball, ear roll. That's it. Are you reading it with your eyeball? Are you eyeball reading or ear hole reading? I might do that. I do find sometimes with non-fiction books I get on with them so much better if it's read to me on an audio. Yeah. So the next one we've got is Empire Land by Sathnam Sanghera. How Imperialism Has Shaped Modern Britain. The British Empire ran for centuries and covered vast swathes of the world. It is fundamental to understanding modern Britain, from the feeling that we can go it alone when it comes to everything from Brexit to global pandemics, to our distrust of cleverness and our particular brand of racism. However, even among those who celebrate it, there is a peculiar desire not to look at Empire's legacy too closely. We barely learn about it at school. Our institutions shy away from the subject. In Empire Land, Sathnam Sanghera argues that we must confront this shared past if we are ever to understand who we are as a nation. That sounds so good. It's actually not a particularly long book. It's tiny writing. It's absolutely tiny writing. Okay, maybe it's quite a long book. So again, would never have picked that up in a bookshop, but really, really interested to eyeball or earhole read it. And finally, we've got Surrounded by Idiots, which is a hilarious title for a book. By Thomas Erickson, The 4 Types of Human Behaviour, or How to Understand Those Who Cannot Be Understood. Ever ended up in an argument because you were misinterpreted? Has a colleague's total inability to see your point left you baffled? Or are you just tired of not being listened to? You are not alone. After a disastrous meeting with a successful entrepreneur who was convinced he was surrounded by idiots, communication expert Thomas Erickson dedicated himself to understanding how people function and why we often struggle to connect with each other. Surrounded by Idiots is his simple yet groundbreaking method for assessing everyone we communicate with based on 4 behaviour types: red, blue, green and yellow. Well, I wonder which one I am. From body language to conflict handling, this entertaining read will give you all the tools you need to understand and influence those around you, in and out of the office, and ensure the idiot out there isn't you. And it says here as well, Thomas Erickson is a Swedish behavioural expert who has spent nearly 20 years providing leadership training to major companies. So again, another really interesting one. So I feel I've really benefited from some really good books. And if I find that I think it is something Lilia would really enjoy, I'll pass them to her. Pass them back to her, I should say. So maybe you might have seen a book there that you might fancy. I don't know, a bit of non-fiction. I don't often talk about non-fiction books, so I think that's really interesting. Apart from The Deadly Education, which is a fiction one, but also sounds fabulous. Okay, I am going to get on and edit this vlog together so that I can publish it before like 10:30 at night this time, and tidy up the mess I've made. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 19.